Hello everyone and welcome to my cruise channel. Today we're talking about choosing shore excursions and which one is the right one for you. Well, the first thing we should probably talk about is what is a shore excursion? Let's start with that question. A shore excursion is basically a tour of the location you're visiting, usually to a specific area, to see what the location has to offer. These include island tours, city tours, rainforest trips, and beach tours, among other things. One important thing to remember is the physical abilities of yourself and those traveling with you. Some tours are more active than others. These can include zip lines, maybe some ATV stops, things like that. Additionally, you want to find out what the bus situation is, or if you or anyone traveling with you has any physical limitations. Even if the tour company has a bus, they may not have the capability to accommodate a wheelchair or other physical limitations. The cruise line or tour company can assist you with any questions you may have. If you or anyone you're traveling with has physical limitations, it's usually best to find out what the bus situation is before you book the shore excursion. That way you won't have to learn a very expensive lesson. Second, you'll want to consider the cost of the tour. Many times you'll find some tours more expensive than others, especially if they use any specialized equipment. While you can book tours through the cruise line, sometimes it's cheaper to book with a third party. If you decide to book through a third party, you'll want to keep in mind the timing of the tour, especially when returning to the ship. The ship has a very strict schedule to adhere to in order to make it to the next port on time. And they may leave you behind if you're late. They will not wait for any late arrivals, leaving you to make your own arrangements to meet the ship at the next port. If by some chance you do make it back in time, you'll run the risk of becoming a pier runner, and if you're lucky, you may be back within minutes of departure. While the cruise line will often use third-party vendors for their shore excursions, these vendors have already been vetted by the cruise line and will ensure a timely return to the ship to the best of their ability. Of course, there are situations that could arise delaying your return. However, if you book through the cruise line, they will hold the ship for you upon return if the tour is running late. Finally, some tours allow you to do some local shopping at one of the stops, so bring some extra money with you. You may need a few extra things such as cameras or specific types of clothing while on the tour, and this will be explained to you in the tour description. You also don't want to forget any IDs that you may need to get back on the ship. This will also be explained to you before you depart the ship for your tour. Seasoned cruisers, are there any other tips I missed? I would love to hear your comments below. And as always, bon voyage!